Andrew had hit me up. He said, hey, I'm going to be leaving Romania soon and probably never coming back. If you want to come over and do a week of long streams and content before I leave, I think it'll be big.
Adin, did you just snitch on your boy? One little clip from Adin got the whole internet wondering what the hell is going on. It's a short clip, so I'll play it in full, and then we'll try to digest it.
Andrew had hit me up. He said, hey, I'm going to be leaving Romania soon and probably never coming back. If you want to come over and do a week of long streams and content before I leave, I think it'll be big. And he said it's basically now or never. And this is just, I told you guys this year, it's a week of content, right? And again, guys, this might be the last time we ever do this. So it's kind of like we got to take advantage of it now because, hey, bro, it's basically like, yeah, it's like that.
Okay, there's a few things that aren't really clear. Was this a text message with secret information that Adin should not have read out? Was this something that was pre-planned and deliberately leaked? Or was it something that Andrew deliberately leaked to Adin, knowing that he'd open his big mouth? It's really hard to know. It's definitely possible that this was just one big balls up. We're not dealing with the brightest couple of guys here. Adin is Adin, and Andrew really is historically stupid. This is a man who sold a course on how to be a sex trafficker and posted training videos on how to be a sex trafficker like him. So if this truly was a top secret, highly sensitive plan, would Andrew be stupid enough to recklessly text it to Adin? Of course he would. Now this has whipped the internet up into a frenzy, believing that the top G any day is going to skip the border and continue on living like a king. I hate to be a party pooper, but as much as I'm sure Andrew would love his followers to believe this is true, I have my doubts. The second that Andrew crosses that border, breaking the court order, he's an international fugitive. Once in that situation, if he wants to stay out of jail, he's lying low. No more emergency meetings, no more Tate speeches, no more Candace Owens puff pieces. The fictional character known as Top G is dead. All his social media platforms would likely be shut down, and even if they weren't, if he used them, they'd only be used by the authorities to capture him. There seems to be an idea that if he escaped and managed to set foot in Dubai, it's game over and he'd be a free man. Well, there is a history of Romanian fugitives being extradited from there, and I can't see a high-profile international sex trafficker being any different. Now I'll get into what I think is more likely what is happening. Andrew Tate's messaging to his fans over the last 12 months has become increasingly extreme. He's been stoking up fear, telling his young audience that the Matrix is coming for him. They want to control them, they want to poison them, even that they want to kill them, their family, and their whole bloodline. A theory that I've heard, and been told comes from inside sources, is that Andrew Tate knows he's done, and before he goes down, he wants to see civil unrest in the streets, and wants to see London burn. His messaging in recent times makes me feel this isn't out of the question. Take a look at this insanity from his recent emergency meeting, and let me know what you think in the comments.
About it. They used to kill people and pretend it was an accident. Now they kill Epstein, and everybody knows they did, and they don't care. They used to lie to you and say that eating bugs is actually healthy for you, and that climate change is dangerous and we're trying to keep you alive and the vaccine is good for you. They're done lying because the lies don't work. Now they're going to say, get your injection. Otherwise, we're going to use the AI machine to cut off your access to resource, disable your electric car, and as you starve to death in your incubation pod, you're eventually going to end up getting the injection because you have no choice because you need to feed your family. They don't care that you know that the injection is poison. They don't care anymore. They're just going to force you to get it. They're done lying. They're done being nice. Now they're just going to do whatever they want. So as the Matrix cracks, as they instill fear, so they can come along with the guise of safety to regain control, as they can continue with their plan via force as opposed to deception. You need to understand that although this battle has been won, the war has just begun. And the cracking of the Matrix is the first battle in a very long war until people return to God and return to the truth of God's word. And you need to be more prepared than ever before. So for all of you who are rejoicing at the fact that you can now tell the truth on X, that Rumble exists and things can be said that can't be said on YouTube, you should actually feel deep fear and panic, understanding that deception was them being the nice guys. Deception was them being nice. The pillows are off. The gloves are off. They're done being nice. They're going to go into cohesion. They're going to force. They're going to go into brutal realities. And unless you're the kind of person who has enough money to bounce, or enough important friends who can help them out, or enough perspicacity to see ahead and change where you live, or see ahead and understand when they're going to come to your door, you're going to end up stuck somewhere, forced to undertake actions which you know are wrong, which you know you don't want to do. They don't need to lie anymore. You're going to eat the bugs because there's going to be nothing else to fucking eat. That's why they're after the farmers. You're going to get the injection because you need it, or your electric car won't turn on. That's why they're getting rid of the petrol cars. Your 15-minute city will keep you locked in. You can't walk through walls. You're not going anywhere. All of the lies are over. It's going to be full-on brutality. And if you don't intend on escaping the Matrix before that happens, you're in a lot of trouble.
Everyone needs to understand that most of the Tate's followers are very vulnerable. Young teenagers, young men with horrible self-esteem, from underprivileged backgrounds, and this idiot has been making them angrier and angrier, and more terrified. These guys are still being allowed to use social media to recruit kids as young as 11 and 12 years old into their alleged pyramid scheme, where many sources have told me they were indoctrinated, isolated, encouraged to use sleep deprivation, and work up to 16 hours a day recruiting other boys to join the program and be indoctrinated with this extremist rhetoric. I'll leave a link in the description to my petition, which now has 21,400 members. As a community, we've encouraged Apple and Google to remove the real-world apps, YouTube to remove over 1.3 billion views worth of videos that we're recruiting for the real world, and I'll have more news to share soon. Whether Andrew Tate is planning chaos in the streets, or just wants to exploit more young boys for money. Either way, enough is enough. Please sign the petition and subscribe for regular campaign updates.